They're trying to put a mosque in Florida. That's okay.
Yeah, fuck it. What happened down there?
People think I don't want mosque built in America.
There was an oil spill. Stop the mosque.
I go issue to issue, and a mosque really close to ground zero bothers me.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with freedom of religion. I understand that completely, but this particular mosque bothers me that it's two blocks from fucking ground zero.
Yeah.
Although
I don't care if they build them anywhere else. I really don't. Build one right next to my fucking building. I don't even care. I don't care.
They do have a lot of flight schools down there, though.
What?
Florida.
Oh, right.
Some churches doing some Quran burning. It's like, what are you doing? It's not about the fucking...
Nothing better than a good old-fashioned book burning.
It's amazing. It's like,
now
people are missing the point.
People
Film
are
it in black and white. Have Goebbels fucking there.
Well, the people that are showing on the news, it's like, it's freedom of religion. We understand that. But it's also about tact and fucking, insensitivity that is bothering a lot of fucking people. That's all.
I had a little discussion last night about the whole freedom of religion and how these politicians, especially like Bloomberg, especially, is coming out and saying, hey, this is a constitutional right that they have to do this. And he is one of the most outspoken opponents of what I like, the Second Amendment to our Constitution and our right to bear arms. And Bloomberg is the worst when it comes to the Second Amendment. And that's one of our rights. It's number 2. And he is completely against that, yet he's like just coughing up that drivel about their right to fucking religious freedom to build a mosque. And he keeps law-abiding citizens from arming themselves.
You think Bloomberg has armed bodyguards?
Of course he does.
I always get a kick out of that.
Of course. What, the people that have armed bodyguards and then yell and scream and then no one should have guns?
Rosie O'Donnell is a prime example.
You probably shouldn't have a vote. You shouldn't have a vote if you have armed people around you at all times.
Rosie O'Donnell, a prime example.
Which means we don't get a vote.
Outspoken anti-Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell had 2 bodyguards, both of them armed. Both of them have a permit to carry, and she then said something like, well, I'm in the public eye and I have children that need to be protected. It's like, well, then who the fuck are you?
Yeah, you should.
Maybe everyone needs to be protected and wants to protect themselves. Fuck her, you fat fucking slob.
I really believe you shouldn't get a vote if you got armed people around you. It's a different situation. Bloomberg is well protected.
Yeah, you don't think
well
that
he should be. But
you don't think that guy to his left and the guy behind him doesn't have heavy artillery behind him? We're looking at a picture of Bloomberg from Life magazine there.
The mayor of New York City is one of the most powerful fucking jobs in politics, right?
Yeah. So, he's okay. Yeah.
But I don't understand why these people are getting on the news to yell, freedom of religion. I think most people that are smart understand that part of this issue.
Absolutely.
I mean, and then someone's like, well, how many mosques are in Manhattan right now? I'm like, I don't care how many.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's fine. That's completely fine. I have no problem with that.
You're not going to get a free pass on building a mosque where body parts were found and part of the plane went through the roof. A little too close.
Well, we got Imam.
Imam? The Imam.
Yeah, he's saying some very interesting things.
I hate
the word.
I can never say it.
I was just going to say, I hate Imam.
It's a hard word to say. You want to say Imam or Imam?
You want to say Iman?
Imam.
But it's Imam.
Imam.
Iman?
He said this.
And the history of the politics between the West and the Muslim world. We tend to forget in the West that the United States has more Muslim blood on its hands than Al-Qaeda has on its hands of innocent non-Muslims. You may remember that the U.S.-led sanction against Iraq led to the death of over 500,000 Iraqi children. This has been documented by the United Nations.
That's the guy that is the moderate Muslim that everyone's embracing to help heal and get together the West with the Muslim world. He's just another fucking cunt Muslim shithead. Enough of this shit.
Every one of them has that little, but the U.S., he actually is saying in that sentence that the U.S. is worse than Al-Qaeda. That's
Yes.
what he's saying right there.
Yeah, more blood on our
And
hands.
that's the one that asshole mayor of ours is lining up with. God,
Yeah.
it's fucking...
Yeah, put him over there. You don't think he's going to have a little chit-chat with some of his boys when they get in there about what fucking assholes we are as a country? Stop it. That's him. That's the guy.
That's him.
What complicates the discussion intra-Islamically is the fact that the West has not been cognizant and has not addressed the issues of its own contribution to much injustice in the Arab and Muslim world.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a difficult subject to discuss with Western audiences, but it's one that must be pointed out.
Yeah, key point is that his soft voice is not fucking lulling me into listening to him. It's the same shit. The U.S., he's saying the West. The U.S. has not addressed its contribute. Here's let me translate. The U.S. foreign policy brought 9/11 on the U.S. The U.S. asked for it. The U.S. got it. Therefore, Al-Qaeda is pretty much let off the hook because the U.S. has caused more Muslim blood to spill than they've caused United States blood. That's what he's saying, this fucking twat.
And this is the guy that everyone's embracing as the moderate Muslim. And by the way, he is a moderate Muslim, just talking like that. He doesn't have a bomb strapped around him, so he's moderate. It's infuriating that they're kissing this fucking guy's ass. And Bloomberg, you fucking self-hating Jew, is sitting there looking at this guy and kissing his fucking terrorist Arab ass. Ugh.
It's funny, people always knock the Midwest, like, oh, they're dumb in the Midwest, or they're dumb in the South. But you know what? About something like this, they're more honest about how sickened they are by it. They're not trying to doll it up. They're like, they're just a little bit more honest in their language.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's kiss each other.
Let's please.
Well,
I can't stand this Imam.
this issue is like all over the place every fucking day now, man.
Oh,
It
dude.
is building and building and building.
And I can't get enough that his wife's name is Khan.
I know, Daisy Khan.
Oh, Captain, they put bombs in our buildings. God.
Let's say hi to Bobby in Providence, Rhode Island.
You keep missing the target, God.
Bobby.
Boys, how you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Jimmy, let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
We're talking about, Salman, and he's saying that 500,000 Iraqi kids, whatever. What would happen if the Iraqis or the Russians came over here and started fucking with us?
I'll tell you that. Hold on, that was a quick question.
Red Dawn, my friend. Red Dawn.
He was saying...
Wolverines!
No, dude, he was saying that the U.S.-led sanctions caused the death, meaning that the sanctions against Iraq, which I'm guessing were over the weapons of mass destruction inspections, are what caused the death. That's what I'm assuming he's saying. So basically he's saying that Saddam Hussein or the Iraqi government took an action, the U.S. led the sanctions, and that caused starvation. Not the fact that Saddam was taking money that could have fed those children and filtering it to his military and stealing it for himself.
Exactly.
He was blaming us for Saddam stealing that money from those children.
Look at the palaces.
Our politicians don't do that ourselves, right? We filter all our money into the military, yet there's plenty of kids starving. There's plenty of people dying on the streets of America, but we don't give a shit about that, do we?
But we're not blaming other other countries. You're asking
we
me
should.
what I would do, and I'm saying what he's saying is that the U.S. caused those children to starve because of the sanctions, instead of saying that Saddam Hussein's actions caused the U.S. and other countries to levy sanctions against them. And he's the one that decided not to feed the children.
Right, but you just said Saddam Hussein filtered money from his own country. But
Or just took it. He just basically took it.
The extension of my question now is, what if another country came in and did shit to us? What would you do?
What do you mean if they came and did shit to us? Like when Japan did? I think the U.S. answered. When Al-Qaeda did and Afghanistan gave them cover, I think we said we wanted to do as a country.
Yeah.
And I'm for that. What I would do is I would like the military to strike back when it's justified.
All right, what Anthony just said, Wolverines. That was a great movie. Okay, Red Dawn.
Great. I think they're remaking it with an entire black cast.
Think about it. We should make a movie now with Red Dawn in 2010. Think about that.
I think they are making a remake of Red Dawn, aren't they? I think that's in the works.
I talk to my kids. They see the things that are going on, and they're scared about.
All right, thank you, brother. Brian in Jersey. Brian. What's up, Brian?
Just a quick point. There isn't a large Muslim community in downtown New York to warrant such a place of of worship. It's only a fuck you to America.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not a place of worship only, my friend. It is a community center for everybody to go there and learn about the Muslim world. Learn how you strap a fucking bomb onto your body, or learn how to plot against the U.S. in secrecy.
Or just learn about the sins of the U.S.
Of
just
course.
even without the violence, just learn about the sins of the West and the how awful the U.S. is and how U.S.-led foreign policy kills Muslims. And Muslims don't kill Muslims. Those are American soldiers strapping bombs to them and running into mosques.
Yeah, exactly. Who's running into the mosques and hacking each other apart?
You don't think they're going to have an open mind at the center?
Dude.
I don't think I see that.
Ant's right, though. This guy is a moderate. This is a moderate Muslim. There's never one.
Yep.
This is why.
So this guy kind of has an open mind?
Yeah.
He's supposed to have an open
And
mind?
even this guy cannot stop saying how we're responsible.
for spilling Muslim blood, and it's our fault that they hate us. Not that their religious fanaticism causes them to hate people, and that wherever there are Muslims in the world, there's violence.
He's loving the position he's in, huh?
And you don't think when he's in there preaching his fucking drivel that he's going to have a few things to say when they're all just Muslims in front of him? You don't think he's going to be yapping about how fucking awful the U.S. is? The West, excuse me. The West. Who's left in the West?
Oh, Canada?
We're the West. Shut up.
Latin America?
Yeah.
Let's go to Trucker Dan. Trucker Dan.
Hey, good morning, my fellow Americans.
Good morning,
Hi.
Trucker Dan.
Hey, all these pacifist assholes calling in need to start doing their research. man.
Pabst.
This is Water Guy. Water.
Yeah.
Water.
What's
Got
up?
pomegranate lemonade this morning? No.
I hear they put stuff in our food to make us pacifists.
Yeah, really. Hey, man, seriously, if you did research on this Imam is Cordoba House is an actual exact replica of the one in Spain, and that one in Spain not only burnt down a Christian church and put up the Cordoba Mosque in its place as a sign of victory, they killed nearly every Christian in the freaking town.
The Cordoba.
Yeah, that's what this is about. It's about a victory, and you know these conversations between these mosques.
All the seats in the mosque are made of rich Corinthian leather.
Oh, by the way, it's funny when Opie played that audio. I had not looked at the post yet, and I just opened it up, and it said U.S. worse than Al Qaeda. So that's a 5-year-old speech that you played. So he's getting killed for that now. That's bad.
Oh, this isn't a new...
Dude, no, that's 5 years old. It was dug up.
So
But
he's not happy that was dug up.
But you
Fuck,
think
I didn't know that.
matters? 5 years. It was after 9/11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, he's not being very sympathetic.
2005.
Yuck.
But I'm saying that's getting a fucking that's getting him a tremendous amount of bad press.
So-
I think the opposition.
Imagine,
Oh, good.
imagine the conversations he's having behind the scenes without the press around. You know he's going, oh, help me build this mosque in victory. If he's saying these things in front of the press, you can only imagine in the mosque behind the scenes what he's saying.
Yeah, behind the scenes, you got to imagine he's a hero to get this done.
Yeah.
I mean, this would make a lot of Muslims very, very happy, I would assume.
Oh, yes.
All right, Trucker Dan.
He made that
thank
speech in
you.
Australia, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was in Australia.
That's a dangerous place, that Australia. Watch out for that.
A lot of Muslims down there?
I don't know, actually.
Let's say hi to Scott in Tampa. Everyone's talking about this mosque thing. Scott.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hello.
By the way, Jimmy, you killed in Tampa. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I love Tampa.
You killed in Cucamonga.
I read last week that the Imam guy is being supported by the State Department, and I almost positive I read that his trip was being financed.
Oh, yeah, by us.
Yeah, he is.
We paid for his trip to the Middle East to, make a peace so he could go to the Middle East and talk about how wonderful the United States is and how we should all get together and get rid of this fear of Islam. And meanwhile, he's bad-mouthing the United States of America.
Stryker.
This guy's a scumbag. He is a scumbag.
Yeah.
Stryker.
Good morning, boys.
I meant Stryker.
First of all, are you really calling me a pussy?
Oh, shit.
You're not calling me a pussy, right, Stryker?
Oh, shit.
That's a mistake on the fucking phone line, right?
Well, you've hung up on me 4 days in a row when I've tried to prove
I didn't hang up on anyone, sir.
Maybe you stop.
Let's stop with Opie's a pussy shit, first of all, okay?
I'll
Second of all, to give my
Fact is
stance,
being reprimanded.
I like seeing both sides of each issue on this fucking radio show and always have. So fuck you, Stryker. Now what do you got for the show today?
Oh, shit.
I ain't putting up with bullshit.
Anthony and Jimmy keep making the comment that no mosque is being prohibited from being built in the United States, and that's factually not true.
Well,
In fact, Anthony yesterday made a comment about the article in Time magazine, which I'm curious, Anthony, have you actually read the article?
yes, I did. The Islamophobic article?
Yeah, can you tell me what the first 3 paragraphs of the article are about?
Off the top of my head, no.
I can.
What is it about, Jimmy?
I don't want to say.
Ah, okay. Well, the first 3 paragraphs are about a mosque in Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Sheboygan?
In Time magazine?
Yes.
Yeah, the article, it's about the mosque being built and the anti-Islamic sentiment that he's felt. He's a doctor, and he was surprised that he felt such anti-Islamic sentiment. And a lot of other people are like, well, you shouldn't be surprised. And then it goes on to Ground Zero. And then in that article, of course, they list all the sins of America and our history of intolerance.
I was just going to say that.
The article doesn't go deep enough in the fact that all over the country, mosques or Islamic centers, even some that currently exist, are having problems getting permits to either expand or being built. In many cases,
Good!
Yes, Stryker,
owned before 9/11.
there is an anti-Islamic sentiment in this country. It's gotten a lot worse since 9/11. You're right.
Worse in the last 18 months. In fact, there's a Tea Party group in Temecula, California,
Thank
that's
God.
from being built. And the current lieutenant governor of Tennessee has come out and is calling all of Islam a cult. And he's taking a stance against an existing center, Islamic center, from being expanded.
Too bad. Too bad.
National security. Sorry.
National security.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I want to build a Catholic church that's headed by a pedophile priest right next door in elementary school. Is that
Go
okay?
ahead. Go ahead. It's a lot easier for them to keep tabs on the elementary school and make sure the priests don't fuck the kids than it is to make sure Islamics don't blow up places. And plot and sit there in their mosques and plot against this country. They plot. They scheme.
I'm curious, Anthony, have you joined the group that's calling for the burning down of all mosques in the United States?
Burning down the mosques? No, that seems a little extreme, to tell you the truth. No, I wouldn't burn it. I'd turn them all into 7-Elevens.
Well, there's a group that got their start in Europe. They've moved here into the U.S. that condones the killing of Muslims, the rounding up deportation of Muslims, even those in the U.S.
Yeah, that's their
firebombing of all mosques.
that's their point of view. You know what happens? I don't have to worry about me being blown up or fucking burned or deported, so fuck them.
But dude, that extremist shit, most people are not saying that. So what, there's an extremist group that wants Muslims deported. That's not most of us.
Were you so sympathetic on September 12th, 2001? Were you so sympathetic on the day after as the pile was still burning and the smell of death was in the air? Were you so fucking sympathetic about their fucking cause and plight? Were you?
I wasn't.
You forgot! You forgot the people jumping out of the buildings and planes burning, fuel burning people, people screaming in the streets. It was horrible. Remember, everyone remember the fucking explosion blowing out the side of the building that we saw from 20 different fucking angles. Don't forget it.
But Stryker,
it was them that did it.
Don't you understand, man? It's like the annoying part is that every imam or one of these Muslims, there's always the but. Not one of them will just say, and Patrice said it, and we've been saying it, none of them will just come out and go, that was fucked up. There's always, but the U.S. did, they all silently agree that the end justifies the means.
That's not entirely true.
Show me an example.
Oh, please.
This one currently that we just brought up.
This one, by the way.
What's that?
There's three, there's 2 in Wisconsin and 1 in Minnesota that they have already come out and have condemned it. The imam who runs it, even the guy who wants to build it, this doctor, which is kind of funny, all these people who came out protesting the mosque and protesting this guy,
this guy's a well-respected doctor in the community, and all these people who actually go and visit him for their treatment are the ones who are coming out protesting the mosque.
Hey, Stryker, what do you think about what this imam said 5 years ago about America's role in the attacks?
I think it's a stupid comment on his part.
Is it just a stupid comment?
Is that all he gets is a stupid comment?
Or is that his philosophy, what he lives and breathes, what he preaches to other Muslims?
No, I don't believe that that's... I mean...
Oh, stop it.
It may be his philosophy, or maybe it's something he's saying to make his point, and that's where I have...
fucking an Arab? What are you doing?
Yeah, why don't you just say
What are you
it? What are you dolling it up for? Like, oh, it was a dumb... Listen to the pass you're giving this guy.
Just a dumb comment, like when Imus said nappy-headed hose. Just a dumb comment. No, it resulted in the deaths of thousands of people. That's sentiment.
Oh.
Yes, it did.
You don't
It
understand,
did.
Stryker. You don't see that that's the way that all Muslims see this, or the majority of vocal Muslims.
See that. No, and that's not entirely true. That's not entirely true.
Well, then it's a coincidence.
There's always the but.
Stryker, it's a coincidence that we were saying this, that every time that there's a speaking of the West and 9/11, there's that thing, well, U.S. policy, but U.S. every time, and then all of a sudden today, a 5 years ago talk that this imam gave, he's been saying that too.
I'm sorry. I'm having two conversations. I didn't hear all of what the guy said.
Oh.
What's
Were
the
you
other conversation?
Talking to an imam?
I'm talking to a customer.
Oh.
Why don't you call back when you're not talking to a
What are you
customer?
selling, fertilizer and heating oil?
I'm not repeating that.
You can't be talking to a...
What are you doing?
we got to move on,
Just
Stryker.
hang up.
I mean, if we were doing a quick dick joke, it's fine, but this is a pretty serious topic, and you're
Totally
having
customer.
two conversations at one
Two
time.
conversations. Yup.
Thank you, sir. Let me say hi to Adam on
Waiter.
Long Island. Adam.
Morning, boys.
Good morning, Adam.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Jeremy. I'm kind of like iffy on the mosque personally, but I was just wondering if maybe like because if just because the belief is that it's unpopular, does it make it like wrong to tell them that they shouldn't build it there?
We're not saying. Well, the thing is this. I understand an unpopular speech has to be protected because popular speech doesn't need to be. Obviously, it's not. We do have the right to say we don't like it there because no one is saying let's legislate or let's not allow it. No one is saying that. No one is saying legally let's block it. No one is saying let's have the government step in and block it. We are saying let's try to talk them into moving it somewhere else. Let's let them vocally know we don't like it, we think it sucks, but no one is saying that they can't do it.
Yeah, and people are confused by that. They think we're stepping on freedom of religion with this whole thing.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're
that's
just
the point
not.
that
People are upset.
And they will constantly bring that subject up when you talk, when you see on the news Muslims talking about it. They'll be like, well, there is a freedom of religion that is being stepped on. It's like, no.
In the end, the mosque just might be there.
Yeah.
So
they don't look at their own.
And good luck to
I'm
it.
starting to think that the mosque will now be there.
Oh, I don't. There's too
I'm
many.
starting to think.
62% in a poll, and again, that could be a slanted poll.
But if they have the
Bloomberg
legal
wants
right
it-
to do it, and nobody can really infringe upon that except by saying their own opinion, why would they not put it there? They have every legal right to do it, and I believe they will do it because it is what amounts to a victory flag over a battlefield. It's a battlefield victory flag. Why on earth wouldn't they do it?
Yeah, they probably will.
All right.
And the next person that says that, oh no, they don't. That is what that is. It's fucking annoying.
Let's say hi to Al in Connecticut. Al.
Al.
Oh my God!
Okay, Al.
I'm so heated. Listen, how about the fact that 9/11 Ground Zero is hallowed ground? How about the
Hollowed?
Indians? You can't build anything on hallowed ground, right or wrong?
The sentiment "hallowed ground" is annoying to me too. It is.
Yeah.
It's a horrible.
It's a little holy.
Hold on, man. Dude,
Thousands of our brothers have died right there.
I'm answering you, dude. Don't. What the fuck you doing?
My brother's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's hallowed ground because something horrible happened there. I don't. But I'm saying strip clubs should be within 2 blocks. I don't mind that. It's not about that. It's about this is the group.
Yeah, I agree too.
It's not
All
like
right, well, then don't say
not
it's
like-
hallowed ground.
It's not like within 2 blocks should be devoid of anything unethical and should be
Yeah.
like a fucking church.
I'm not saying that.
on hallowed ground in Indian territory. There's gambling casinos.
I love it.
Exactly.
Am I wrong
Good.
or right? Am I wrong or right? You cannot
Yeah.
build our
Am I
enemy's
right?
pyramid on our own hallowed ground.
I love sitting
saying
on.
it.
Our brothers. Am I saying something wrong or right?
The term "hollowed ground" is
Hollowed.
just annoying me because it's the site of a fucking. It makes it too lighty and airy. It's the site of a fucking mass murder.
But yeah, mass murder site. That's it.
It's not lighty and airy. It's what's reality. And
Nah,
in the
it's
same
a little
sense
too
where
religious.
It's the same sense where the Indians can build the casinos on the same ground that they
Oh,
lost.
believe me,
their brethren.
I love sitting on Sitting Bull, as I say. Hit me.
Listen, what I really wanted to say is, you know what, Jim, you're a genius.
Well, thanks.
You are lyrically a genius when you talk.
What's
You're-
he curing today?
you
What
could be
disease are
doing
you
something
curing?
else.
You're a
Wait,
genius.
Herpes, one person at a time.
No, and Ant, I
yes, sir.
used to think you were a racist, but I just think you're allergic to dumb humans.
Ah, thank you, sir. I am. I
Because
sneeze every time
I'm
I
a
get
black
around
man,
them.
and I agree with your
You are.
point.
You don't sound like one.
Boo!
I agree with your point that you were speaking the other day when you were talking. We were talking about this guy. I don't know, the sports guy having a bunch of kids and doing all this stuff.
Yes.
You are dead on point. I do not disagree with you. I wish more black people felt the way I did. Because
Thank
you, know
you,
what?
sir.
Move forward. I know you're not a racist because I know you love blacks, baby.
Oh, well.
I don't know
All
about
right.
that.
I think you got that point
Maybe
a
not
little
black
wrong.
women, maybe not black pussy, but you love humans, man.
Don't like the
You
black
think
pussy.
so?
Look back at
Yo, I love you guys, man.
All right, Ralph.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
I like saying bro. It keeps me hip with the community.
Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Chris.
Hey, fellas, how we doing? Hi, Yimi.
Hi, buddy.
Mimi.
A couple of things, guys. I'm a teacher. We talked a few times before. I got to talk about, like, religion in my class and the beginnings of all the religions, and I got to bite my tongue and say the right thing that it says in the textbook, even though the back of my mind is screaming profanities. But I wonder, like, why would they even propose to put the mosque there? Like, how big of douchebags do you have to be to propose to put this mosque there? And now, if it's
Why
there,
wouldn't they?
if it's there and Americans fuck with it, or New Yorkers fuck with it, which I feel like is definitely going to happen. If anything, it's going to pull police presence away from areas where they need it and put it in front of this fucking mosque. But won't that just give the Muslims carte blanche to attack again? Obviously not on such a big scale as 9/11 was, but like, they're like, well, you fucked with us, now we got to fuck with you.
Dude, you see what happens is when you start thinking, like a lot of on Reddit last night, there was a story: are we giving them? All the negativity going to fuel Al Qaeda? Are they going to use that? But that is going by the logic that they are rational people and are always reacting to our irrational behavior, instead of understanding that there is a religious jihadist mentality or religious fanaticism, which is not rational. It's almost like, well, if we don't do the wrong thing, then they won't react. Instead of realizing maybe they're the aggressor, maybe as well. I'm sure we are too, but maybe their fucking irrational religious obsession is responsible for a lot of their behavior as opposed to a rational reaction to what we're doing.
You're right. I mean, freaking jihad is one of the vocab words for the unit for comparative religions. And my kids ask every year, and they're so misinformed. You know, it's not their fault, but they first of all, they think Iraq did 9/11 because they're idiots. But
Yeah.
they ask like if every Muslim is a terrorist. That's what they ask. And then there's like either a Muslim in my class or a Sikh that is mistaken for a Muslim, and that's when I start to feel bad.
Yeah.
because
Poor Sikhs.
Oh, not even the Sikhs, but like we get it. The elephants are important, but
Put a big visor on your fucking turban.
I
Just
know.
Make it look a little better, like a Yankee logo on the front.
Well, how about enough of your religious clothing for all of you? Take your yarmulkes off, your Sikh hats,
Yeah.
your fucking whatever it is Catholics wear, the things. Enough. I'm
Primitive.
tired of seeing people's religion by their outfits. Go fuck yourselves, everybody.
That is
Put a fucking
perfect.
Mets hat on, you cunts. And this is everyone. Across the board. What do Catholics wear that you could see? I don't know. A small child on their dick.
A cross.
A cross would be the
around
big one.
neck.
How about you stop it?
Yeah.
If I can see your religion by your outfit, you're a fucking irritant.
We should all just blend in nicely.
Yeah, you just walk around, put on an Armani fucking Yankee hat if they exist.
All right, sir. Thank you. Let's
Annoys me.
go to Deborah in New York. Deborah.
Hello?
Hi, Deborah.
Hello.
Go ahead,
Hi,
Deborah.
everyone. How are you today?
Good.
Very good.
Well, I just wanted to say, from what I understand, that mosque was there prior to 9/11. And now they're making this big deal about putting it there, but it's been there. And not one news report has mentioned that it was there before.
That was a Burlington house.
It was a Burlington coat
clothing
factory.
So were they practicing the Islamic?
But the mosque may not have been exactly in the spot that they're going to put it, but it was right there by.
Well, pre 9/11 mosque being there and then building it after 9/11 is a big difference.
Was a mosque destroyed?
That's
in the
like
attacks?
No,
you know,
apparently, I mean, listen, I don't.
I'm
know
sure a sushi place in Pearl Harbor was fine before
Yeah.
December 7th.
My husband's a police officer. He was there. We had dealt with it. My brother-in-law worked for Hannah Fitzgerald. Didn't die, thankfully, but there was a lot. We were very touched by the whole incident, and you have to go back to the freedom of religion.
No, you don't, Miss. Nobody's saying they don't have the legal right to practice their
A lot
religion.
of people are missing that point.
Nobody. Why do you
Unbelievable.
people? No one's saying that.
No, hold on.
I couldn't agree with all of you more. So don't misinterpret me. I couldn't agree with your point more.
Snippy.
I'm not being snippy. I'm sorry. I'm not being snippy. I'm just trying to make a point.
Okay.
From what I understand, the mosque was there. So no, I have not heard one news report that there was a mosque down by Ground Zero at all. And they're saying that they're going to put a mosque there, and that it couldn't be more insensitive. I couldn't agree with you more.
All right, thank you.
What bothers
Deborah.
me, though, is like when Stryker calls and we're talking, it's like when this Imam's comments from 5 years ago surface. That is a massive insight into that guy's mentality and his motives. And like Stryker, all you'll say is, well, that wasn't a smart thing to say. That's beyond not a smart thing to say.
Yeah,
The guy also
that's a biggie.
said the word niggers in his speech. He said whites and niggers. He said that in there. And of course, the paper said he's.
The good with the bad.
But to me, that's a dumb remark. That goes under the category of a stupid remark. He said it wrong. That's stupid.
Stupid.
But
I
this
wish I hadn't said that.
I've never cared where a mosque has been built. Personally, dude, I've never thought about it. It's never bothered me. I've never wondered how many mosques were in this country, and it has never given me pause where one was being built until this one.
Right.
So don't make it look like we're all these freedom of religion, anti-Muslim fanatics. I don't build as many fucking mosques as you want. I don't care.
I love when people say that because I do care, because I don't want this blaring out every fucking day when I'm trying to sleep. The fuck is that? Shut up!
The Manhattan Mosque is 5 blocks from the World Trade Center site, but it's been there, right?
Well, 5 blocks. Man, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
5 blocks is pretty much right there.
Sharia law, maybe we can do that too. And how about rape victims can have fucking rocks thrown at them? Instead of talking about how the West has spilled so much blood, why don't you talk about that and how rape victims are fucking jailed as adulteresses or killed?
If you ever make it to Ground Zero, walk around the side streets and you'll see that this is, a lot of fucking businesses still not open and stuff, and 5-6 blocks from the fucking towers.
Yep.
The whole area is still just kind of hanging out.
Manhattan Mosque, 5 blocks from World Trade Center
Since 1970. Honestly, don't care.
Isn't that kind of before?
Don't care. It should stay there. That's
Isn't that
fine.
before the World Trade Center was even built?
Yeah, I think the Trade Center was,
like
76, 77,
74,
somewhere around there.
Something like that. Something like that.
Don't care
Well,
that mosque is there. Fine.
Whatever.
Let me say hi to Bumper the Trucker. Bumper the Trucker. What's up?
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Hi.
Hey, I'd like to just weigh in on this. I'm from Somerset, Pennsylvania, which is like right almost where Flight 93 crashed.
Okay.
It wound up going down 4 miles from my house. And what people don't seem to understand is technically this was an act of war. And what I just can't understand is that they don't have enough sensitivity to understand that.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off because, all this carnage was caused by them. And it's just like they're sticking their middle fingers up in the air, like religious freedom and all that. Who cares? It was still an act of war.
Yeah, why should we be tolerant?
Because we're dumb.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want to be tolerant. I don't want to be tolerant. I've had it with tolerance and political correctness and having to fucking take a dick up the ass that they want to sit here. Well, that part.
That's the good part.
So much. But just have to take it that they want to build it. And you know that there are people just cheering that this thing is going to go up there. Look at dumb Americans. Look at them, dummies. And you think they're going to go, oh, wow, that's very tolerant of them. Let's not hate them anymore. Right. They hate everything we do, everything we think, everything we believe in. Our way of life is hated by them.
Then why are they living in this country?
Yeah, oh, it's wonderful. Because it's wonderful. And it's great place. It's a great place for them to become martyrs and heroes. Because they could be right here among us, and at any moment's notice, just fucking get a group together and do horrible things. Sound paranoid? Maybe. But you know what?
You think
Based on past performance?
You think all the Muslims that live in America think that way?
I would love to see a few that will speak out against it without the asterisk of
right.
Oh, but, you know, America has done things in the past. So what? Look at your savage fucking countries cutting people's heads off, hands off, feet, paralyzing people, stoning rape victims, dressing your women like animals because you can't fucking control yourselves by looking at a fucking woman's midriff or face because you're fucking uncivilized.
And by the way, where's any 1 ounce of fucking gratitude? Like, why is there not 1 ounce of gratitude? Like, the U.S. is so terrible for the fact that we fucking were funneling weapons to bin Laden in Afghanistan to help get the Russians out. I think that's kind of the way they fucking helped the Vietnamese against us. It's kind of the way we fought each other without having World War III.
Yeah, by the way, you're exactly
Where's
right.
Where's the fucking gratitude?
They talk about how, well, look, the Russians came here and weren't able to beat us. Yeah, they had our weapons, motherfucker.
Yes.
They had all our shit fighting the Russians. The Russians would have swept in there and fucking just overrun those fucking dirtbags.
Because they weren't I don't think the Russians were as obsessed with civilian casualties as we are.
No. They'd bomb a mosque in a second.
Someone on my Twitter, respect the opinion, but you guys are starting to sound like Sharpton. You have a right to protest. They have a right to build. Well, yeah, we know.
We know that. We're not saying that.
I don't understand why people don't understand the basic point. We understand they have the right to build.
Can we just
how many times do we have to say that?
There's just a lot of people in this country that are very upset by this. We understand freedom of religion and all that crap. There's a mosque 5 blocks away. I don't care.
Right.
I just don't care.
No one is saying that legally they can't do it.
I don't care how many mosques there are, man. I don't care. I really don't.
We have a wonderful fucking system here in this country where, yes, they do have the legal right to build there, but people are speaking out because it shouldn't be built there.
Or the majority of the people think.
Yeah, well, some people are
the percentage
assholes.
of people that believe that it should be built.
Oh, yeah, it outweighs the people that...
I think they're going to move it, but this guy is not... Like, when you listen to the way he's talking, it's fucking disgusting, man.
And on our dime, he's touring his fucking homeland.
Oh, no, but he's not trying to get funds for the mosque.
No.
Guys, Dr. Chris has been calling over and over again.
Dr. Chris?
Since 6 o'clock, because he's got a great phone call.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Go ahead, Dr. Chris.
It's like
How many times did he call, by the way?
like 3 times.
Yeah, because you thought this is just going to fucking set the radio world on fire. Let's go, Dr. Chris. Come on.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Come on, Dr. Chris.
It's like opening a rehab in Courtney Love's crack house. I'm telling you, it's terrible.
What's that?
It's like opening a crack.
I heard you.
Look, asshole.
You had to square your asshole.
Oh, come on.
If I hang up on your dumb ass, it's because I know how to do fucking radio. That thing sucked. Why would you keep calling back after being hung up on over and over again, you stupid fuck? You fucking chode. You fucking ninny hammer.
I'm sorry.
Fucking this guy.
He's apologizing. I'm sorry.
This guy fucking hears a dial tone 3 or 4 times and goes, oh, wow, that must have been a mistake. I better call back with my witty fucking phone call.
It's not witty. I just thought it was a great
It
idea.
sucked a dick.
Yeah, lucky.
Terrible.
I was trying to save your ass, but no, you think you know better than me. Wrong!
What is a chode? I've heard that before.
Oh, chode's, I think it's a cum.
Nope.
No.
What is it?
What is it?
Chode is where you got a penis that's fucking thicker than longer.
Is it really?
Yes.
No way.
That's also it's another word for lucky duck.
Are you kidding me?
I think a chode is where you got a fucked up penis where it's thicker than
the space between
Oh, that's hilarious.
a
dude.
male nutsack and his asshole. I thought that was a taint.
Oh, they do it. There's a taint definition to it too.
It could be multi-defined.
Yeah, no, a chode is like
Chode.
a fucking stub cock. A stubby one. No?
Oh, yeah, it says, my boyfriend wanted a hand job, but I couldn't get a good grip because he had a chode, which would fit into that criteria.
Yeah, that's what I have always thought.
Yes. Wow, I never knew that. I thought chode was
You
like...
got
a-
it? Well, come on.
The first definition on Urban Dictionary says a penis wider than it is long.
There you go.
And then the second
that's
definition
the one I go with.
Is a chode is a bunch of people that sit around and argue over the definition of the word chode.
We're chodes.
Where's the word come from? Like what fucking...
It's from the Greek, chodus.
Yes, he was a warrior who had a fat cock.
That fucking guy called more than 3 times, by the way.
With that horrid joke.
It was funny. If I hang up on you, it's because I know how to do radio.
Well, we only here's what happens. There's 9 phone lines, and you know sometimes you got to make sacrifices when you got a really hot topic. So you're blowing off people that their point has already been made, maybe earlier or yesterday, or they're just fucking stupid assholes.
Yeah.
And you quickly hang up. You can't be polite when you're trying to work the phones. And this guy just kept getting through over and over and over again. It's like, get the fucking hint. We don't want to hear your shit. All right, we should take our first break.
That fucking Miss Universe was last night. Oh, my God.
You missed out.
Just wonderful, wonderful girls.
I actually agreed with a point Bill O'Reilly made.
Really?
I want to fucking slap myself.
Damn.
No, he's not a dumb guy. I mean,
I know.
Did he say that a chode is a cock that's fatter than it is long?
he probably has one.
He's a ninny hammer.
He has a chode.
Fucking ninny hammer. Now, you made a good point, though. I'll explain after the break.
Ooh.
Also,
Gregorio.
remember yesterday we were talking to Kenny, and we don't know what makes him happy whatsoever, and he was at the fucking Ozfest show, stone-faced, beginning of the
Same
show and the end of the show, which those pictures on your Twitter, very funny, Jimmy.
Looks like you photoshopped him in.
Well, on the way home yesterday, we actually found out what makes him really funny. He is a fucking creep.
Yeah.
We know that, but I'd love to see why.
He couldn't get enough of splashing people in his car. And I actually was fortunate enough to film one good one.
That is fun. Oh, I got to see it.
But he gets
Love
so
those.
fucking excited
Giddy.
to splash people.
Did you see him?
At one point, he stopped in the middle of the block because he really wanted to get up to speed. He goes,
he had a lineup?
He said something like, "Watch this." And these 2 poor women.
What a creep.
I don't think they're poor women. I thought it was hilarious, by the way. They actually tried to step back as fast as they can, and they just got sprayed by a wave from Kenny's car.
Great.
The video's doing really well. People are really fucking loving
I
it.
got to see it.
Really fucking loving it. Me and Jimmy laughed ourselves sick.
Yeah.
We
that
laughed
was-
ourselves sick.
Oh, where is it? I got it.
It was funny.
Right there, jerks.
I fucking love when this happens. Because I get it by accident sometimes.
We laughed ourselves fucking silly. Fun in the Rain with Club Soda Kenny on my YouTube channel. Opie
Yeah, it was
Radio.
pouring.
Or go to my Twitter.
There it is.
Black girl. No, the old lady.
They're picking targets.
No, we're playing You Drop Something with this lady that has a cane.
Oh, right.
Madam, you dropped something. Miss.
So she's on the curb. It's pouring. She's got an umbrella. Now she thinks she dropped something. She's looking back.
It's
In the puddle.
She bends over.
In the puddle.
She bends over. Now she loses her umbrella in the wind. And now she's trying to find what she dropped.
Miss, it looked important.
It looked important.
Madam, here it is. Is that it?
That's just the setup.
What an asshole.
Kenny's a jerk.
Kenny
Wetney deserves it.
Yeah, for the people that hate this video, look how wet Kenny just got.
Oh, my
Kenny's
God.
I got more wet than that lady.
Serves you right, you creep.
Look how creepy
Sure.
Kenny drives.
All right, watch this.
Let me get these people with the puddle. Watch.
Look, he's in the middle of the block.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta go slow, right here, slow.
Oh, my God.
And then I had to do a YouTube classic.
Slow-mo it.
I had to do a YouTube classics. The
Look
slow-mo.
at this.
Look at her jumping out of the way of the huge fucking wave. We got a lot of rain in New York. And then it's slow-mo. Seeing Club Soda Kenny laugh is really creepy.
Oh, that is classic.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. Whatever, it's slow-mo's for a little while.
God damn.
I'll retweet it this morning for the people that haven't seen it yet, but I think most of you have because it's doing really
Wow,
well.
that is fucking
Really
hysterical.
All right, first break. Got to get into Tiger Woods' divorce and some other things. We'll move on from the Mosque
I love
thing
how
for a
those
little while.
just happen so quickly, these divorces.
Huh?
Some people had to wait years.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The more I think about it, you
100
had
million.
you had the worst fucking lawyer I think in divorce history.
Ever.
I really do.
I know, you're
We
right.
could explain it again for the people after the break. Stay there.
Right.
Opie and Anthony.